2022. Welcome back everybody. I'm Prakash Pradhan, your trainer for this entire series. In today's topic, we're going to talk about how to share a file and folder in Windows Server 2022. So let's go to Server 2022 and continue our work. Now, this is my Server 2022 where the operating system is installed, and as you have already witnessed in our previous video, we have also promoted this server as a domain controller. So at the same time, we do have one client join in this server, and we do have some accounts that's been created in order to log in that workstation. That means in that client operating system as a member of your server operating system. Now, in those client operating system, we are going to test today how to share a folder, how to see the restricted permission, okay, and how to see or how to share a file and folder from a different location actually. So normally what happens, we just simply right click, share a folder, and we do continue rest of the permission work. But normally that is not only the way. There are other ways also as well to share files and folder in your network environment. So first I'd like to show you the users that we have created last time in this domain environment. So let's see over here, Active Directory users and computers, in order to make sure just that at least we do have one client and we do have created some of the account in that operating system as well. That means in the domain environment over here. So let it load it. Since it's the first login, so obviously it's going to take a time. So let's come in first. Let it come first. It's opening the console. Okay, it has already displayed over here. Now see, this is our client that has joined. It's a Windows 10, and we do have some users actually, Sam and the test. So if I go to client operating system as a member, this user is most probably the Sam. So let's say, see, it's a Sam. Okay, if I write, it's a Sam in this computer, okay, in this domain. So now we're going to create a folder and file, and we are going to test a restricted permission. Restricted permission means whenever we share a file and a folder actually in the network environment having specific permission, the least permission is allowed actually. That means the most restricted permission will be allowed. So let's see in our real scenario over here, server, like my server is over here. So let's go to sharing over here. So I'm going to open my computer properties, then I'm going to create one folder and show you sharing entire system. So let's see, I'm going to create one folder and I'm going to name it, let's say first share for example. Okay, and now this inside a folder I'm going to create one file just to check the sharing permission. It's a notepad file. So let's say shared purpose. You can write any text you want, okay, but what permission I'm going to allow to my client. Let's say I'm going to share this folder, right click, properties and sharing, and I'm going to share this one first, simple sharing permission. I'm going to write everyone. So I'm going to give everyone full permission. See, it's a full permission. Okay, done, close. Now if I go to my client and try to access this file via UNC path, of course this is the path. Now if I see the folder is being listed over here, that means the first share. Okay, so let it come that folder, and by the time let's see that how many files are inserted by us over here. Let's create one more file. This is the second share. Okay, let's write testing purpose. You can write anything, no problem. Now if I go to my client and see that the folder is accessed or not, over here this is file. Now these are the two files that we created just now and we have shared. Remember, we have given full permission. Let's say user can, let's say user can edit for example. So it's saved now. So if I go to server from where I have saved this folder and I check it, that content is been edited. See now, user can edit. But if I bring a simple modification over here in the same folder in order to see the most restricted permission that is applied in a domain over here, right click, I'm going to property and I'm going to go to the sharing screen now. But this time rather than going to sharing, see sharing everyone read write, I'm going to select advanced permission, and rather than giving the full permission I'm going to give only read. See here, okay, only read, apply. Okay, but if I see the property of sharing over here to everyone, it's a read write. Now let's check which permission is going to take precedence over here. That means which permission is going to override this policy. Okay, so now let's go to the client operating system, and I'm going to close this one, and I'm going to access again the same folder. Okay, now don't forget this had a full permission. If I open the same file, it's opening, no problem. Okay, let's write re-edit it. Okay, now try to save it. It is saved. Why? It is not updated properly. Let's see one more time. Let's see. Permission, save permission, sharing, everyone, read write, advanced sharing, go to permission, see, it's not re-updated. So I'm gonna update it immediately. Okay, apply, okay, close it. Now let's check it again whether that permission is set properly or not. Permission, okay, done. Okay, now if I go to the client with the same folder, I'm going to open this one and I'm going to try to add again. See, it will not allow you to save it. It's telling you to do save as. Why? In this file you have only read permission. But how? So let's see once again here. What we did right click properties. I go to sharing tab. Okay, sharing, and in this sharing, say, sorry, we go into the drive. We need to select the folder. Now, if I go to share, I go to this network path. If you see over here, everyone read write. Okay, everyone read write. But if I go bit further to advanced sharing and I go to permission, you see that everyone has only read. That means what it proves, it gives the most restrictive permission in your files and folder that's been shared in your network environment. Of course, we do have so many options over here. Security option is there. We can disable inheritance. That we'll be doing in this coming days. Okay, but I was saying that there is another one way to share your folder. Okay, in order to save that folder, go to server manager. Okay, and you see over here file and storage services. From here also you can share it. Okay, if I go to share, I select this option share, and now it's going to list it which folders are shared actually. Actually, this can be seen using a command as well. Okay, what we can do now, net share. See, these all are the folders actually shared over the network. Now, from here, share file and storage services also files can be shared. So, how to share? Simple. Go to tasks, new share. Now, it's going to give you this option. This one is the easiest one, quickest one, and second one is the advanced SMB actually, and the third one, if I go, it is for the Hyper-V, and the fourth one, share NFS share quick. This is for the Unix, and this we do have NFS advanced. So for this moment we are going to talk about the SMB share most probably. Okay, now go to next, and now it's asking you to choose a folder that is anywhere in this drive actually. So I'm going to give a custom path. That means I'm going to select a folder that is pre-created. Okay, or you can create also from here. Let's say create a new folder. Let's say second share. Okay, select a folder, select it. Okay, second share. Next, you give any sharing name. Next, and what do you want to use? Allow caching? No, I want enable access-based enumeration. Of course, now we do have option for encrypts data that is being accessed over this network share also. But at this moment, since we are talking about the lab environment, I'm going to select only enable share. Now next, whatever permission that you like to give to every user. Okay, let's say everyone over here. I'm going to add everyone full permission. Okay, we're going to give everyone full permission. Okay, now done. Apply. Okay, next, create it. Now it's created. So from here also your file and folder can be shared. Now if I go to my client computer and I try to access it again, okay, I'm not going to save it. I'm going to refresh my share. Okay, refresh it. See, second share is already here. Now if I right click new file, see, it will allow me. That means this folder and file has given the full permission to client. So that's why you are able to share any resources in the network. So this was the easy steps of Server 2022 in order to share files and folder along with the permission, and also to understand the most restricted permission is always given the highest priority. So I do believe it was easy for you in order to understand how to save your files in folder in Server 2022. So if you find it fruitful, please do like and subscribe. Thank you.